guys, welcome back to my channel. This is my constant classics video for the month of September. This is a series that I decided to start doing myself just because I wanted to set the goal of reading one classic a month, and so far so good, but I'm only 2 months in. We'll see how it continues. But for the month of September, as previously mentioned, I decided to read Persuasion by Jane Austen. I have owned this book for a hot second. This edition is just one of those Barnes & Noble classics that's like it's just super basic. I think this cover's kind of ugly. I will probably actually just take the dust jacket off because I don't like it. But I don't want to get rid of the book because I did enjoy this book. I ended up giving it, I believe, I would say 3.25 pushinicorns for this. Nah, I'm gonna say 3. 3 pushinicorns. Yeah. I feel like I try to be like too nice sometimes with my like ratings. Why? I don't know. It doesn't freaking matter. The main reason I didn't love this is that our main character here, so synopsis, if you have never heard of Persuasion, it's not one of, I think it was her final novel before she died that was published. It's definitely not as well known as, Mansfield Park or Sense and Sensibility, Pride and Prejudice, all that stuff. In this, we're following Anne, who is in a family in England that's, has like the name and the status, but her father is just kind of an idiot, and he basically like squandered away their wealth. She is one of 3 sisters, and her whole family is just kind of like dingbats. But we start off where someone in her past is being reintroduced. 8 years ago, she was about to get engaged to this dude, and then it got called off because of Lady Russell, who is a family friend. It was their mother's best friend, and their mother has passed. But she still is very involved with their lives and very involved with Anne. She loves Anne like her own, and she basically persuaded Anne not to marry this man because at the time he didn't have any wealth or status, and she just didn't think it was a good match. So Anne was like, okay, fine. And then 8 years later, now this guy has come back. He does have wealth, he does have status, and there's where we start. And my main issue, or the main thing that made me not love this so much, was probably Anne. As a main character, I just didn't really care about her that much. Anne was just very timid, which is fine. Someone's allowed to be timid, a character is allowed to be timid. But she was just totally a bystander in her own life, and I just didn't feel much passion coming from her on really much in her life. She just was there. She was so pleasant and so kind and so charming, and she was intelligent, and people just loved her, but I was kind of like, I feel like she's kind of boring. And that's what I got from her. I honestly liked Mary, her sister, Mary Musgrove. She's just like a ridiculous hoot. She's such a busybody. She's up in everybody's business. The way she talks, I listened to this a lot on audiobook, and I really liked the narrator for it. I thought that she did a very good job. And I think that helps with classics for me, is listening to the audiobook if it's a good narrator. Because it's a lot of dialogue, and the dialogue is obviously different than how we speak now. So in written form, sometimes I do find myself being kind of trudging through it. But on audiobook with classics, it's just easier. It sounds more lively than I'm probably reading it in my head when I'm reading it. So yeah, every time she was narrating Mary, it was this busybody, oh, well, they got invited to go there. Why didn't we get an invitation? I say, this is such a rude thing, and blah, 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 blah. Just talk for 10 minutes. Nobody says, they just let her ramble. And she's just so concerned with everything and everybody, and she's prone to fainting and fits of nervousness. She says she's sick. She's such a hypochondriac just because she doesn't get attention. Like, if nobody's around for a day for her to, like, talk to and get attention from, she says she's feeling unwell and blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden she's better when someone comes to visit her. Like, it's so silly. Like, it wasn't annoying to me because it was just, like, obviously meant to be silly. Like, we were supposed, I think anyways, that, you know, Jane Austen meant for Mary Musgrove to be this, like, silly ass lady. It's just a little busybody. But I really liked it. She was funny. It cracked me up. The love story in this just wasn't exactly my jam. I don't want to spoil anything, but I'll just say that, like, the concept is like, oh, could there be a second chance at love for these two people, right? I mean, you kind of get that just hearing the synopsis. And that's just not my thing. I don't connect with it because that's not me as a person. I'm definitely the type of person, anytime I've ever had a relationship end, marriage end, anytime that has ever happened, if ever I get offered a, like, oh, take me back type thing, I'm like, once I'm done, I'm done. Like, it didn't work out for a reason, etc., etc. So I just have a hard time connecting with that. Like, I was looking on Goodreads. I always, after I read a book, I like to look on Goodreads to see reviews, to see, like, what other people thought of it. And I saw some people saying this was their favorite Jane Austen novel because the romance was so... It was very subdued and simple and sweet, right? And I appreciate that. But they were, like, saying that it was so sweet that it was, like, a second chance love story. And yeah, I just don't really connect with that much. So I didn't really care about the romance. So I just talked briefly in my current reads / to read soon or reading soon that I will be reading the next book for my Constant Classics series, which is going to be Gone with the Wind, which is going to be the October pick, potentially November as well, because holy hell. Oh God, I don't know. I want to read it so bad. I love the movies. I say movies because we had it on VHS and it was 2 that you had to pop in the second one because it's so long. And I've seen it a bunch of times because Scarlett, I love Scarlett, and I'm so excited to delve into her more in the book, obviously, and the whole world. Lily. No, ma'am, no. She's just staring at me like, what? With her paw right by the ball. So yeah, this will be the next one. We'll see if I finish it in October. Hey, maybe I'll just, like, be engrossed in it and just fly right through it. I'm not going to make any bets on that, but crossing my fingers. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out my links down below for social media. All that fun stuff. I will talk to you guys next time. Bye-bye.
You just always playing with the ball? Always playing with the ball? Say hi, people. I can't stop playing with the ball while my mommy is trying to do stuff.
So unbothered.